Please be seated now as we have a remembrance on the part of
Better stand closer, Jeff. Good morning. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm the youngest son of Rose. It's a privilege to be here this morning to mention a few words about an incredible mom, an incredible grandmother, an incredible friend to many of you. First, on behalf of our family, we cannot thank you all enough for the outpouring of support that you've given us over the last few days as we prepared for today. All the great stories of Mom, and boy, they're all consistent too, and that really makes the son feel good too. And I don't have to say more than that. And for all of the food that you brought by our house over the last couple of days, well, it just reminds us how much we already miss Mom's cooking. I'm kidding. Breen, that lasagna was terrific, and Ruth Ann, we're going to eat yours tonight, so thank you. Thank you to the clergy and to the St. Francis Catholic Church. Last night at the funeral home, somebody came up to me and said, "What do you think your mom would think with 6 priests doing her funeral?" I thought, well, that's an easy answer. She would say, 6? Is that all? No. Where's the bishop? Mom touched us all in so many ways. Maybe you knew her as Rummage Sale Rose. When growing up, we had an annual garage sale at our house. Sometimes we had 2 annual garage sales, where Mom could sell just about anything. This is where she started to pass on the business sense to all of us. Mom was fond of antiques and was often found refinishing furniture in the garage for hours on end. Today, much of that furniture still resides in her house on Bluff Avenue. Coincidentally, it was the stuff that never sold at the rummage sales. Some of you might remember Mom as Rose Ann Landers McCarthy. She always had her pulse on the local politics and the happenings around town. If you ever needed advice on anything, and I mean anything, all you needed to do was call 1-800-ROSE. Perhaps you knew Mom as the church lady, the little old lady always wearing a hat. And Barb, she would appreciate you wore a hat today. Not only was she here for daily Mass, she was often distributing communion. And on occasion, she's been seen assisting with confessions. Seriously, she was fond of her faith and proud of her church. All of us who knew Mom would agree that she was an extraordinary cook. Please raise your hand if you ever got to eat some of her meals, huh? Look at that, that's wonderful. Whether it was a holiday, a birthday party, or me just stopping by for a 30-minute business golf trip, she always had the table set for royalty. And my siblings, tongue on the top of my roof of my mouth, right, Kate? Okay. Jeff, Shannon, and Katie, these last 2 weeks have been very difficult. We've laughed. We've cried. We never argued. Bless me, Father, for I have just sinned. But truly, I think what these last 2 weeks have taught me is Mom really gave us the strength to move on with the rest of our lives. And we are so lucky to have had her as a mom. And we're going to make it. So, this is my brother Jeff.
Thanks, Golden Boy. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm Rose's oldest son. I'm the black sheep of the family. Again, we wanted to thank all of you for being here today. It means more than we can express. The whole family it's been just a tremendous experience, and we want to thank you. Mom was born in Pearl Lake outside of St. Cloud. She had a challenging childhood that made her a very, very strong woman. Even during the final moments of her life here on earth, she showed her strength and courage to us that will reside with all of us kids forever. On a more personal note, we would like to thank Mom for everything she embedded in us. She taught us many life lessons, and she was always available for us. She could drop everything to give us advice and tell us what to do next. John often mentioned that on most evenings as he drove home from work, he would give Mom a call, and she was always interested in the deals he was doing. And she was also would always inquire what the evening had in store for the kids. She always seemed, as John thought, she was advising him on how to be the best husband and father he could be. I would like to thank Mom personally for teaching me to never give up. Don't ever give up. It's a lesson I live daily. I'm fortunate to know that and she will always be a big part of my life. And on the giving up thing, I know as hard as I tried in my life, and I tried hard, I was never able to give her any gray hair. And Lord, you know I tried. Shannon was thankful for all the time she was able to spend with Mom and Dad. She's so proud of how Mom taught us all to appreciate the simpler things in life. Shannon's love for the Mississippi River, the trees, gardening, and nature all sprung from her special relationship with Mom. Katie cherishes all the time she got to spend with our Mom over the last several years, the vacations they took together, and the everlasting love and wisdom Katie will never forget. Mom loved to spend time at Sylvan Lake, watching the birds and overseeing the flower gardens, the fabulous dinners, wine, and wonderful conversations that she had with her friends and Katie's friends, who always seemed to be there. Mom took great pride in knowing God answered her prayers when Randy, Katie's husband, entered our lives. Now I'm speechless. John and I worked our entire lives to try to live up to Mom's expectations and level. And when Randy came into the picture, everything changed. Just a quick example, I always mowed Mom's lawn, and I was there on one hot July day, 95 degrees, mowing her lawn. And I go in the house, and there's Randy sitting down having a cool drink and lunch with Mom. Mom looks up at me and said, "Oh, Jeff, Randy brought in the paper." Well, Randy, now that the president of your fan club is no longer with us, you're done. You are so done. I also want to mention all of our extended families, and especially to all our significant others. My lovely wife, Deb, Kathy, John's wife, and Joe, who's been so good with Shannon. We love you all. Our appreciation you have shown us through this difficult time will be something we never forget. Speaking of extended families, we also need to thank all of our kids, all of the grandkids. You've been wonderful through all this, and Grandma was so proud of you. Thank you all again for attending Mother's service and for your friendship towards Mom while she was living, and all of your support as she enters the pearly gates. In closing, Mom would like us to share with you the following, but I have one more thing to say. To my sister, Katie, thank you for being in every doctor's appointment. Thank you for always being there. Mom knew. Thank you. And I'd like to share, Mom wanted us to share this with you. To those I love and those that love me, when I am gone, release me. Let me go. I have so many things to see and do. You must not tie yourself to me with tears. Be happy. We had so many years. I gave you my love, and you can only guess how much you gave me in happiness. I thank you for the love each of you has shown, but now it's time I travel alone. God bless you all. We love you, Mom.
Say one final thing, Father, if I could ask your permission to do something maybe that doesn't happen very often, is Mom is due a standing ovation. It is long overdue. Please join me in giving my mother a standing ovation.
do have a quick announcement, and that is we'll be going directly to the cemetery, but the family has asked that just the immediate family go over. Apparently, Evergreen is very, very treacherous with all the ice today. So we're going to be heading over there. I think every one of the priests is going over there. So all of you, please go downstairs right away. We're going to say a prayer of blessing here so that you can begin eating, having a cup of coffee, and then we will return very shortly thereafter. And I did want to add one more thing. I had the privilege of being there to anoint Rose before she headed out to St. Cloud a couple weeks ago. The family knows this. Katie said, Rose, your second favorite priest is here. To which I replied, I'm not sure I'm even the third favorite priest, and if you include the dead ones, I don't make the list. Well, I wanted to say thank you to my brother priest. Father Cassette also surprised us with his presence here, so thank you for being here for all of us. Let's sing. Go to our final.